Welcome back to the Foundation in C# course. We are currently in Module 9. In this lesson, we're going to be creating some starter data for our SQLite database. So let's go to our homework. Insert some starter data into our database so we have something to test against. Now follow the same type of starter data pattern that we did in our SQL database. So maybe you can pull up that SQL database and look at what data we inserted, and then do something similar in SQLite. Don't worry about the fact that the IDs will be different, okay? So you gotta be careful that the IDs will be different between the different databases, and that's okay. All right, so go ahead and do that and pause the video right now. Okay, I'm assuming you're done. So let's go over to our SQL Server Object Explorer and come down to our databases, open up the hotel app DB, and go to our tables, and there's a couple of entries we had. So room types and then rooms. So let's view data on room types and also rooms, because these are not something we added through the front end anywhere. These are ones that we coded ourselves. So let's start with the room types. So I'll expand out these values, and then let's bring in our database, come over to browse data, and we're already in room types, so we can add our room type. And let's do this. I'm going to shrink up Visual Studio like so. That way I can click on one then the other. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste it into, whoops, the filter, new record. I do that a lot. So there's a title, there's the description, and the price is going to be 10,000. Remember, we're not using a decimal point, therefore we're moving it 2 decimal points when it comes back. And we have to do it this way because of the constraints. So we're going to leave the ID as null. We'll say the room text is 101 and the room type is 1 because that is the ID of the King Suite. In SQL, it was 2. Hit save, and now we have a row, new record. We can say 102 and room type still of 1. And click off that and then hit save. New record, and this is 103. And the room type is still 1. And we hit OK. Then new record, this is 201. And the room type is 2. And we're going to have 202. And the room type is 2. And then finally we have 301, and the room type is 3, that executive suite. And there we go. So now we have all of our rooms and room types. Don't forget to write these changes to the database. Otherwise, they won't be there. And now we're done with setting up our SQL database. So let's go to the wrap up.